Hello there. This is the update for the 18th of January 2024. We've got updates on the cipher project. So I'm going to go through the cipher project and give you some more details of what I'm doing. I'm going to have an update on what Danny the Heck is doing against the crypto scammers. An update on the pulse chain price because they've started to move quite nicely lately. And an update on internet money and how that's starting to move up. So let's start. Mr. Gunn's crypto dividend. This is the project that I've started and I've been working on. I was going to go into the dividends and claiming the dividends for the time contract and work on that to start off with. The amount of work in that is quite a lot, and the amounts coming back are not quite at this present moment in time worth that as it stands. So as a consequence from that, I started to concentrate on this the crypto security cipher. I've got it to a point that I trust it enough to use it to have a copy of the cipher in a cipher that's recorded instead of actually recording seed words. So the seed words, 24 different words that you can have, 12 or 24 different words you got from a list of 2,000 that can be put together to have to recover a wallet. You've got to get them right, and you have to have them. You have to record them. This is kind of something that concerned me. So what I've done is I've actually gone through and documented each of the processes that are in the algorithm, or actually in the program, and as a consequence of going through and documenting it, I've found one or two things that I'm not particularly 100% happy with. So on my boards, I've put some refinements and I started working on a couple of things there to actually go and sort things out. The version that I've got that I will use myself. I will, if anybody wants to come along and for a small fee, get that code. It's in a NuGet package. It runs through tests. I could show you how to run the tests on the code that you got. That you take the code from the repository and use it on your machine yourself, and go through and use it. I have this code sharing facility here. It's form out and get in touch with me. I'll get back to you if you're interested at all in using that. So that's in the small amounts of money that I'm asking for. I think are worth it just to support me. What I'll do going forward is when we've got this sorted out enough. First of all, I'll be having a downloadable exe that's from this project. I ultimately would like to be able to store these codes actually on the internet in terms of on the blockchain, and provided that the cipher is secure, or at least as secure as the 24 passwords, then I would love to go for that. But that's in the future. It's a product that I'm hoping that will get there. I want to compete against the likes of Trezor, the hardware wallets. Yes, okay, you got your hardware wallet, you can plug it in, it's there, but you've got to have that hardware wallet. This is just going to rely on people just relying their memorable information. And that will be it. So there's you can lose everything, but you don't lose your crypto. That's an update on the crypto cipher as it stands at the moment. Right, okay. Danny DeHeck and the crypto Ponzi scheme Avenger. It's very difficult to summarize what Danny does. Do try to watch as much as I possibly can. He's looking at this point, this guy here who was going through done some blockchain analysis on Boomerang, and to see whether or not their scheme was actually legitimate or not. So Danny kind of was going there. So just as a quick look at what Danny was doing, I'm just going to play this.
Blockchain and how you can use these.
All right, so only 74 people had actually viewed the last the last video. Not the last video, but one of his video, and only about 200 people. So we need more people to know about this. We need this video of his shared, and we need to get it out there. So let's carry on. And we've all subscribed. Are we all happy? I'm happy. Let's do it. Let's carry on.
Sure, the algorithm behaves itself. So after digging into Boomerang smart contracts for several weeks, Claude finally cracked the code. I had peppered him with questions, trying to poke holes in these arbitrage claims, and after over 20,000 lines of data and code, Claude went into full hyperscan mode with the question,
So
Claude, walk me through, where are the profits coming from?
Apologies, I need more time to analyze the complex transactions.
how's that sound coming
So
across, guys?
I gave my AI companion 24 hours to crunch the data, and when he resurfaced, he dropped this truth bomb.
My friends, the reality I must report is far less utopian. While Boomerang does appear to leverage sophisticated arbitrage-like strategies, the engine of profit generation seems detached from underlying exchange spreads and more reliant on optimizing secondary incentives in these decentralized ecosystems. Through a web of flash loans across DEXs, yields are amplified beyond what trade execution alone provides, raising questions around sustainability for retail investors.
A worry indeed. But
Yep, it's difficult to get what Danny does and put him into anything that is really easy to put out and understand in a couple of minutes. But just a bit of an idea, it's certainly worth going and having a look to see what Danny's doing. He does great work going after the scammers. So the Pulse ecosystem, this is really what I'm interested in terms of where I am in crypto, and things seem to be doing quite nicely at the moment. PLSX is a swapping token that exists in there. PLS, that's the underlying for the layer 1 tokens. They're going up quite nicely. Hex is where you can kind of stake, and it's kind of like a savings contract. And the time protocol there that I've been talking about in terms of internet money, which is kind of what I'm involved with. All nice numbers, all going up nicely as it stands at the moment. There are some certain levels that you've got to kind of look out for. This is 4 zeros and a 4-9. It's kind of about halfway through to where a sacrifice level is. If it gets to that 1, we can expect to have little pullbacks and some pullbacks in here. If you're investing, don't just go in at the top. You kind of look for pullbacks. There's plenty of information on this. Don't look at this and think this is going to go up forever. It will pull back. It always does. Just a quick look at the charts here. We've got this lovely chart here. I could just show you that and go, oh, great, that's doing brilliant. It's going up and up and up. But there are times where we have things coming out. This is the start of Richard Hart, who was the founder of the Hex, battle with the Security Exchanges Commission. This is really down to a strong defence put forward. Yeah, so really speaking, things are going reasonably well. Internet money. We've just been talking about the price on the Pulse chain ecosystem and how that's been increasing nicely. So we've got the internet money time dividend that we've got. In this particular instance, there's an account that started off with $100. The price has been going up lately, so you've been needing more than that to be able to buy at this present moment in time. But that kind of reflects here is that before we had the launch of internet money, which was round about the Christmas time, we were in beta. So even though that there were swaps occurring on internet money, it was in the beta stage. And then as we started to increase in the prices on the Pulse chain side, and time increased itself, the amount of swaps increased. This is now starting to earn quite a lot of dividends. So the actual dollar value of the dividends back in the beginning of December was $1.68. We're up to $6.14, and this is the trend that's been following. So that's quite nice. going on from that, I've talked about the swaps, and KG from Internet Money, and this is the YouTube channel on Internet Money, has recorded a tutorial on swapping, and I'm just going to have a bit of a look at this with you, very much an abridged version.
For an example, is I'm going to use time and hex. We're going to do a couple swaps so that you can see what the interface looks like. Now you can see that I have time, hex, and PLS loaded into my wallet. PLS is the only token that I'm actually holding right now. This is the native coin for Pulse Chain. So now I want to do my first swap into the time token. So I'm going to click swap. You can see here, this is the account that I'm swapping with. So if I had multiple accounts, I could click down on this arrow and my multiple accounts would populate here. On this side, you choose the asset to swap out of. In this case, I am swapping out of PLS and choose the asset to swap into. In this case, I am choosing time. Now you can execute your swap by typing in the amount of PLS or the US dollar value. So let's say I want to do a $10 swap. You will see the PLS value populates here, and you can see your total amount of PLS coins here and the US dollar value right below them. So I'm going to do $10 of PLS, which is 122,000 coins. And if you need to increase the slippage, you can do so here. Usually the 1% default that we use gets the job done. But if you're using a reflection token or a tax token or a token with a very thin liquidity pool, a lot of times you may have to increase this. But always try the swap with the default 1% first. And if it fails, try increasing the slippage. Click next. Now you're going to see the list of all available places to swap your tokens. We aggregate a lot of different liquidity sources within the Internet Money wallet, and we use a lot of custom routing logic to enhance the swap to give you, as the user and the swapper, the most tokens for your output. And this is important because, well, we all want to get the most highest yielding trades. So if that all went over your head, no need to think about all that. What you can see is that right here, the recommended option for this trade is Pateus. So you can see that whatever we put here for the recommended option is the option that's going to give you the most tokens for your trade. And you can verify that by looking right here. This is how much time I would receive if I went on Pateus. And you can see, even though it's just a hair higher than PulseX V2, it's still higher and therefore gets the recommended option. So I'm going to click that. Now, once I'm on this page here, you can verify that all of the transaction details look good to you. And if they do, you can click to swap tokens. It'll say transaction submitted. You can click OK. And then you would just wait a moment. You can click the refresh button here to see if the trade has occurred. And it has. That's how fast it was. Only a few seconds.
So, last words to KG.
We appreciate every single person who has been on this journey with us. Every person who will join us on this journey, welcome. If you ever have any questions, join the Telegram community. All the resources you need are at internetmoney.io.
What is cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency is more than just money. Cryptocurrency is a lifestyle, a philosophy, an ecosystem, the means by which human beings to attain financial freedom, not just in the sense of multiplying their investment, but giving humans the ability to interact with money in any way that they see fit. And if that way doesn't already exist, that's the beauty of crypto, is you can create it. And that's what we've done here. Internet money is the future. Internet money is the future.